What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody. Look, you guys have probably already heard about the controversy when it comes to Lilo and Stitch. All right. And of course, there's going to be controversy because it's Disney. All right. Because it's Disney and Disney is gonna Disney. All right. Disney cannot leave well enough alone. They cannot create. They can only destroy. We've been saying this for I don't know how long. All they had to do was adapt the story, right, of Lilo and Stitch. Just adapt it the way it was. But nope, now Lilo and Stitch fans are livid over live action movies' new ending. And we will go over what the new ending is in just a moment. So if you don't want to know, go ahead and turn away. Come back once you've watched Lilo and Stitch. All right. But look, man, I'm sorry, Lilo and Stitch fans, if you guys are watching this. I could have told you this was coming. All right. Because Disney is going to Disney. This is what Disney does. All right. Maybe you're just now realizing that. Again, easy layup, right? Hey, just adapt Lilo and Stitch, you know, just like it was. Don't make no major changes. Just put it in a live action setting. Same story, same characters, same everything. Nope. They couldn't do it. Disney can't help themselves.
Disney fans are mad at the new ending that Lilo and Stitch have in the Disney's live-action Lilo and Stitch.
Just got out of seeing the new Lilo and Stitch movie, and I'm mad.
So in the live-action Lilo and Stitch, spoilers for the ending, Nani literally gives up her sister Lilo to the state, and the state gives Lilo to her neighbor, which never happened in the animated movie. And people believe that this is glorifying foster care system, so glorifying how native peoples have been mistreated by the government for centuries. I had a lot of problems with the show, my kids really didn't, but I also watched the original, and I loved the original's fun cohesion all the way through. I mean, you know, changing the Russian accent, taking a female garb off of Bleakley, getting rid of one of the major alien characters in the entire movie. There was just a couple of problems that I had watching it, but apparently this isn't just a me thing, it's a lot of Disney fans' problem with the movie.
Through the actions of Lilo and Stitch, this family, although small and broken, was able to stay together directly by his actions and her perseverance. It all piles up, and it is the reason why they are all still together. It was a group effort. Effectively, he is the Stitch that kept their family together. In the live action film, Nani goes off to college, David and his grandmother come in, and they effectively adopt Lilo through the efforts of the state and the social service worker. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they probably could have done that at any time prior to Stitch's arrival. So I ask, even if you like what they did with Nani going off to college and whatnot, what purpose does Stitch serve if they could have done that at any point prior to him arriving on Earth? Like, what the fuck were they waiting for?
So Ohana doesn't mean family in the new live action Lilo and Stitch. Or at least that's how people are making it seem. Apparently, the whole subplot about Nani wanting to have custody over her sister got altered so badly that this scene means absolutely nothing.
You know I have no choice.
No! You're not taking her! I'm the only one who understands her. You take that away, she won't stand a chance.
You're making this harder than it needs to be.
You don't know what you're doing. She needs me.
Is this what she needs?
This is because at the end of this movie, Nani gives Lilo to the state. And this has drawn several critiques, especially about the foster care system in America, and how the Lilo and Stitch live action ends up sanitizing the critique about American colonialism through organizations like CPS. In this moment, it almost feels like Disney's purposefully stripping the source material from anything interesting or provoking. Nani's fight for her sister is what made the movie so interesting and so heart-wrenching. At the end of the day, it is a kid's movie, but if you want a guide on how to further ruin movies that were once cult classics, bring them.
First time.
A lot of y'all Lilo and Stitch fans, man, y'all new to the game, man. Star Wars fans, bro, we was born into this darkness. Okay? We've been dealing with this shit for a long time. Yeah, so we feel your pain. We know what you're dealing with, all right? Welcome to the rebellion, by the way, all right? The toxic fans, we're right. Go ahead and get the t-shirts at the gift store. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's talk about Lilo and Stitch. Ohana means family. Unless you're the live action Lilo and Stitch, where Ohana is really more of a suggestion than anything else. Disney's live action remake of the beloved animated film about Lilo, Maya Kealoha, a spirited Hawaiian girl who builds an unlikely family with a troublemaking alien named Stitch, is now in theaters and it's already sparking serious backlash. The Wire fans up in arms. Disney changed the ending, erasing the original's heart. Nani hands her sister over to the state, and that's one of the tweets there, basically reacting to Variety. Nani gives Lilo to the state at the end of the movie, by the way. That set everybody off, man. 943 replies. We're going to check out some of those in a minute. They say, let us explain. In the original film, Lilo lives with her sister Nani after their parents die in a car crash driving home one stormy night. However, Nani struggles to keep up with her troublemaking sister. When Stitch comes into their lives and causes even more chaos, a social worker threatens to place Lilo in foster care, believing Nani can't handle it. At the end of the original film, after going on an intergalactic adventure, Nani stays Lilo's guardian, joined by Stitch and his alien pals, who all become one giant untraditional family. Yeah, see, it's about family. That's basically what the movie is, you know? Like, there's a moment in the original, I remember, with the ugly duckling, I think, and he was lost and trying to find his peoples, his home, his ducks, all right? And that stuck with Stitch, like Stitch was reading that book. It's one of the better moments of that movie, where Stitch is reading this little ugly duckling book, and he's connecting to that because he's trying to find his family. He feels like he's lost, you know? And so you have these two girls that, you know, they lost their parents, and then Stitch is trying to find his unconventional family like they're talking about. It's a beautiful story. Should have been left exactly like that, okay? But again, Disney is going to Disney, all right? Because Disney's got to update it for the modern audience. This heartfelt storyline is the emotional core of the animated classic, which is why fans are absolutely losing it over Disney's decision to mess with the ending. In this version, the social worker convinces Nani, City Ottagong, she's not cut out to be Lilo's guardian, and so their neighbor, Tutu, Amy Hill, becomes Lilo's foster parent while Nani heads off to college to study marine biology. It's like they missed the entire damn point of the movie. By pushing this as the ending, you've missed the entire point. Although it may be a more realistic ending, people think the change ruins what made the animated version so great, the dynamic between the sisters. Like, yeah, if you're just going to ship her off anyway, like somebody said in that video, you could have did that at any time. It's like, all right, yeah, just go over there. I'm going to go to school. That's that. The whole point was the sacrifice, right? That Nani probably could have lived a much easier and much better life if she gave Lilo to the state. Like, here, get this kid out of here so I can go ahead and keep a job, right? I can go to school. I can do whatever it is I want to do. Yeah, I'm not really cut out for this. But Ohana means family, all right? That's basically the whole point of the entire movie. And yet, yeah, I'm out of here. Peace. All right, let me go study or whatever. It's absolutely retardation on a whole new level. But again, that's what Disney does.
This movie, again, is saying that it is okay to split siblings into the foster care system, and it is not. It has proven to be not, and it is so sickening that Disney used a really adorable character to push this messaging. This is the messaging.
Yeah, that's 100%, man. This is about an agenda, right? This is part of what Disney does, all right? They use these movies to push all of these progressive agendas and themes and shove that shit into society, all right? So that you too will say, oh, okay, it's all right for me to just forego family, forget about family, go out there and be a career woman, just like this person says here, Possum Reviews. The Lilo and Stitch remake ends with Lilo getting taken away by the state, but it's framed as a good thing because now Nani can become a career woman, all right? Family, bad. Ohana means family. Well, family's bad, all right? Or we'll just create some other pseudo Ohana, you know, through the state and through foster parents and not have Nani with her sister. And then she can run off and be a career woman because that's the good thing. That's a right thing to do. The village will be just fine taking care of little Lilo, all right? That's the bullshit, all right? That's the agenda. That's the agenda. Every time people say, oh, there's no agenda there. No, it's absolutely an agenda. And this is what it is. It's sneaky, it's insidious, but it's right there. And you can't miss it unless you're blind, unless you're trying to miss it, unless you're just trying to be obtuse. All right, then there's, I don't understand what was wrong with that. But yeah, this is basically what they do. It's always about agenda. It's always about propaganda. It's always about whatever message that they want to push. All right. Their neighbor doesn't adopt Lilo. Maybe I misread it. The state takes Lilo away and puts her into the foster care for their neighbor. So she's like 30 feet away. So the movie can have its cake and eat it. Exactly. They try to smooth it out and make it all right. What part of Ohana means family did they miss? All of it. They missed the entire point of the original movie. All right. And because of that, now they're changing up Lilo and Stitch. Oh, no. Ohana means this wider, broader family. All right. Neighbors and homies and all that kind of stuff. You can throw them all into the word Ohana. And there we go. Yeah, Valiant Renegade says, just like Little Mermaid and Snow White, Disney wrecked the live action remake. This company is run by creative retards. Facts. Facts upon facts. You know, the thing about it is Disney thinks, I bet you I'll bet money on this, that they said, look, all we need to do is just get this little blue alien in there. We just got to have this little blue alien and make sure he's cute, all right? We ain't going to have a Sonic situation. Make sure that the character looks cute and adorable. That's all we need. We could do any story we want to do. We could change up the entire story and have Nani go wherever she want to go and do whatever she want to do because she's a modern woman. And damn it, she deserves her opportunities. Like, that's basically what they wanted to push out there. That's the new message of Lilo and Stitch. Not Ohana means family. Nope, that's not it. All right. This cat says, so I just found out in the live action Lilo Stitch movie, Nani gives up custody of Lilo. It's crazy, man, ain't it? It's like everything that the original movie stood for out the window. This guy, Stitch, this is my family. I found it on my own. It's a little broken, but still good. Yeah, still good. Lilo and Stitch teach people how not all families are perfect, but in the end, we choose each other. And now Disney ruined that message. Yeah, that's wild to me, man. You know, that's pretty crazy to me. Again, Disney doesn't understand, you know, what the messages of their movies, the movies that they own and the movies that they originally made, they don't understand what they mean. And so they just, you know, all right, let's just adapt it and throw a different message in there. And, you know, yeah, people will still rock with it, you know, whatever. Yeah, but anyway, here's what I had to say. Yeah, it says Disney would fuck up making a bowl of cereal because they would. They absolutely would. All right. The message of the movie is family. Family over everything. You know, Nani laying it all out there for her sister. That's what the movie's message was about. Now, I'm done. Peace. I'm out of here. I'm about to go study. I'm a modern woman. I need to have a career and all of that other silly shit. That's the message. That's the agenda that Disney is trying to push. All of the little woke activists over there, they don't probably have kids of their own, and they want to push this dumbass message because they don't want a family or whatever the situation is. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Look, I don't think it's going to affect the box office, honestly. I don't think it's going to affect the box office too much. However, I do believe it's going to leave some money on the table because people are pissed and people are probably checked out. Like, I'm not going to go and watch this. All right. I'm not going to watch this. I'm just going to stay away from this movie. And that's going to leave some money on the table. How much, we'll have to see. If it doesn't hit $1 billion, you can absolutely point to this because this should be an easy $1 billion. I think it's going to hit $1 billion anyway. But if it doesn't, we're going to be coming back to this moment and we're going to be like, Disney, what happened? Yeah, straight up. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Go ahead, jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.